Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis since those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So super excited tonight, you guys. I've got a quick and easy chocolate recipe. So if you guys love chocolate, if you love brownies, go ahead and comment brownie and hit me up with some chocolate emojis below. This is a brand new recipe, so I'm super excited to try it with you guys. I am still pretty sick, so we're gonna do the best we can to get through this video together. Thank you all so much for all of the love and all of the messages. I so appreciate your love and support. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Welcome. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and say hi. Leave me a number 1. Let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, don't forget to comment new below so that way I can circle back around and say hi to you. I love to say hi to my brand new friends. And if you're brand new to me, welcome. My name is Joanne. I've been keto over 1 year now. I'm down 60 pounds and I love this keto lifestyle and I love coming online and helping you all with your journey. So if you're keto, don't forget to comment keto below and let me know how long you've been keto. I would love to give you a shout out for your weight loss journey. So let me go ahead and say hi to a few people real quick and then we'll go ahead and get started. By the way, if you haven't sent me a friend request or if you haven't followed me yet, make sure you take 2 seconds and do that right now. If you click right out here on the bottom, you can do follow and see first. And if you love my page, go ahead and click up on the top here and turn on your live notifications and go ahead and give this video a quick share. I so appreciate your love and support, you guys. So let's see who we've got online real quick and then we'll jump right into it. Hi Edna, Matt, Latasha, Carol. Who else do we got here? Leanne, Kelly, Linda. Thanks, you guys. So happy to have you. So tonight we're going to be doing a keto no-bake brownie bite. So I was looking for a quick and easy recipe. For those of you that don't know, I've been sick in bed with the flu for like 8 days. So I have to keep it quick and easy, but this is a brand new recipe. And for those of you that don't know, I only do quick and easy on my page here. I love to show you guys how easy the keto journey can be and that it doesn't need to be hard and difficult. So I thought this would be a really great recipe for us to learn together. So if you love brownies, if you love chocolate, go ahead and comment brownies below. Give me some chocolate emojis and let's go ahead and get started. So this here is supposed to serve 18 total bites. I forgot to put it on the recipe. I'll make sure I go back through so that way you guys have quick access to it. The macros, this is going to be the macros for 1 cup of walnuts, by the way. I'm going to sub and use almonds just because I didn't have walnuts. So this is true to what the recipe is. It's going to be 110 calories. Carbohydrates are net carbs. Let me see here. 3 grams because there's 2 grams of fiber. Protein is 3 grams and fat is 9 grams. So nice and high on the fat. So if you guys are keto, don't be afraid of fat. Remember, it takes fat to burn fat. So I know for me on my keto macros, I love to be up over 100 grams of fat as much as I can. That really works for me. So if you want to share what keto macros work great for you on the fat, I would love to hear about it. So seeing all of the chocolate comments, all of the brownies, thanks you guys for participating. Love you all so much. Hi Marlene, hi Jerry, Linda, welcome. Happy to have you. Hi Marlene. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, as you can see here, this is not a lot of ingredients. Let me just turn you a little bit here. And if you're having trouble seeing, you can swipe the comments to the side. I just want to make sure to see what you can see here for my workspace. So, I might have to move things around a little bit so you can see the bowl. So, I basically have got some unsweetened cocoa powder. Can't say that word. I'm trying out a new sweetener tonight. It's called Pyure. So what do you guys love to use for your keto sweeteners? I normally use Swerve, but this was a little bit easier to find in my local grocery store, and I've heard great things about it. I heard that it doesn't have that cooling effect like Swerve has. So I love Swerve because it's a 1-to-1 ratio when you're cooking or baking. So for Pyure, just remember you have to half whatever the recipe calls for. So this recipe calls for, I think, 1/4 cup of sweetener. So we're only going to use 1/8 cup because we're going to half it. So let me just see here, make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Yeah, so it calls for 1/4 cup of either erythritol or Swerve. So this is actually a little bit sweeter if you're going to use this one. Goodness, I'm going to knock everything over. So if you're going to use Pyure, just remember you have to half it. So I'm excited to try this one. Go ahead and share with me what your favorite sweetener is. I would love to hear about it. We've got some Lily's dark chocolate chips, no sugar added. So these are also sweetened with stevia. I've got some all natural peanut butter, some pure vanilla extract, some almonds, and some sea salt. So that's it. It's going to be really quick and easy. Oh, you know, I've never tried the Lincanto monk fruit. I heard it's amazing. Quick side note about monk fruit, not all of them are keto friendly. So I know the Lincanto brand, or however you say that, is a really good one. So just make sure you're always checking the back of the labels on that. So first things first, it says to put in a food processor your walnuts and add the sea salt and process them until they're really nice and fine. So I didn't have any walnuts, so I'm going to go ahead and use some. Let me clear off my space a little bit, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and use some almonds, just because that's what I had, quick and easy, but you could feel free to substitute whatever you had and whatever would work best for you, whatever you think would taste awesome. I personally would love to put some macadamia nuts in here. I just don't have a lot of them, so I'm gonna leave those out for now. I've got just a handful left for a snack. So yeah, I'm seeing that Linda likes to use erythritol too. So yeah, there's so many great keto sweeteners out there. Feel free to work whatever's best for you. And share with me what kind of nuts would you use in this? I would love to hear about it. So I've got, by the way, the recipe calls for a full cup of nuts. So I've only got 1/4 cup in here. Sorry, 1/2 cup. I just felt like a cup would be an awful lot of nuts, and I was looking to reduce the carbs a little bit. So I'm just gonna tweak the recipe slightly. Hopefully it won't mess with the consistency too much, so we'll have to see. Okay, let me go ahead. I forgot to add the sea salt, so let me just open this up and we'll make sure we get that in there first. So we need 1/8 teaspoon. So forgive my voice. I know I sound like a man, you guys. I've been sick in bed for 8 days and I'm just so ready for this to be over. It's not been fun. So I'm ready to start feeling better soon. Okay, 1/8 teaspoon. So what did you all have for your keto dinner tonight? I would love to hear about it. Go ahead and share with me in the comments. I love to cheer you guys on as you are doing so well in your keto journey. Okay, so there's my salt. I've just got some fine grade pink Himalayan salt. I love this stuff. I also put it in my water and drink it to make sure I'm keeping my electrolyte minerals in balance, which is really important when you're keto. So do you guys take an electrolyte supplement? This is something brand new to me. I've just started taking electrolytes and it's really taken my keto to the next level. It feels so much better. So if you have a favorite electrolyte supplement, I would love to hear about it. Okay, let's get this going. Sorry, it's probably really loud. Okay, so that looks pretty fine. I'm just gonna double check it. So Bethany had green chili cauliflower casserole. That sounds amazing. Marlene's had what for 4 weeks? Keto? Well, if you're brand new to keto, cheering you on, sweet sister. So this is pretty good. There are a little bit of larger chunks in there, but it's pretty fine. So I'm just gonna use it like this because I don't want it to turn into a butter on me. So I think this will be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the next step is. So next we're gonna add our cocoa powder, our nut butter, and our vanilla, and our Pyure and process. So I'm actually going to not use, my processor is really small, so I'm actually gonna switch over to a bowl, and I'm just gonna work it by hand. I think it's gonna be fine, you guys. But if you wanted to continue processing the whole recipe, you definitely could. Let's see here. Julia said she had pork chops with pork, panko, bacon-wrapped green beans, oh, and sauteed. That sounds amazing. Amazing. Scrambled eggs and avocado for Renee. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, I've been sick for a little while, Marlene, so I'm just like, I flew back from Phoenix, for those of you that don't know, last week, and I don't know, I got like the death flu sickness. I had a really bad flight home. It was 3 flights and it was over 15 hours of travel. So I went from Phoenix to Dallas, Dallas to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to Newark, and then I had to drive up north to New York here, and it was a rough one, but I must have caught something on my way. So But hopefully the worst of it's over. So let's see here. So next we're gonna add our cocoa powder. So we're gonna do 1/4 cup. So this is just an unsweetened cocoa powder that I've got here, you guys, nothing fancy. This is definitely keto friendly. So I'm just gonna level this off roughly. There we go. Okay. Next, we're gonna do our vanilla and our sweetener. So the vanilla is gonna be 1/2 teaspoon. I will try not to keep sniffling in your face tonight, but it's been rough. So I like to have quick and easy things like this on hand always. I usually like to do, one of my favorite fat bombs is a chocolate peanut butter no bake. Oh, hold on, you guys can't even see this. Sorry about that. A chocolate peanut butter no bake cookie that I always keep in my fridge. So when I get that desire for something a little bit sweet, a little bit peanut buttery, that way I have it on hand. So it really helps me stay on track for my keto journey. So if you have a favorite fat bomb and you want to share it with me, go ahead and let me know in the comments here. Okay, let's see how much sweetener. So the sweetener calls for 1/4 cup. So we're gonna do 1/8 cup of sweetener. So I'm just gonna pour about half. I've got a line in my 1/4 cup so I can see where the halfway mark is. So I'm just gonna fill it halfway. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna do our peanut butter. So the peanut butter is supposed to be a 1/2 cup. So I know I showed this on the last video that I did, but for those of you that missed it, I got a lot of questions about what kind of peanut butter is keto friendly. So this happens to be the one that's easiest for me to find in New York. I know there's tons of great brands. So if you want to shout out your favorite in the comments, I would love to hear about it. But this is the Teddy brand and it's an all natural peanut butter. So what you really want to look for on the back of the container is to make sure that it's just basically peanuts and salt, no added sugar and things like that. So when I look at the ingredients here, it just says dry roasted peanuts and salt, and that's it. So the reason why I have a fork in here is because I did have to stir it, so you will get a little bit of separation on some of these all natural peanut butters. So I just gave it a quick stir, and it's going to be a lot easier for us to measure now. So let me go ahead and just get this out of here, and then we will measure that up. I'll actually probably throw this in here just so we can stir it a little bit easier. Let's see here. How much was it? 1/2 cup. So if you do a good job of stirring this, it's really easy to measure. Good. Just get this out of the way. And I'm going to use the spatula to get it out here. Wow, you guys are really quiet tonight. How are you doing? Go ahead and talk to me. Tell me how your day was. What are we on, Tuesday now? I've lost completely track of days since I've been sick. So, okay. So we've got our cocoa powder, our butter, nut butter, our vanilla, our Swerve, and then so the last step is to add the chocolate chips. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So it suggests now to begin combining this. So I'm going to go ahead and start stirring this now. And if it needs some more, if it seems like it's not binding nicely together, that's when it suggests stirring in some coconut some coconut flour if you guys need it. So I do have some coconut flour on hand in case we need it for this recipe here. So far it's combining for me really well. I may not need the coconut flour. So I didn't realize that the first time I read this recipe. I didn't quite understand that part. But depending on how thick your nut butter or your peanut butter is, if it's really runny and it's not thick enough, you may need a tablespoon or two of coconut flour to help everything bind together. So yeah, I know, me too, Jessica, especially when I was first keto, and I'm going to be struggling once I get off of my cold here, because I did my best to stay strict keto, but there really isn't a lot of great cold medicines to take when you're sick to keep you and support you on your keto journey. So I love the Ricola cough drops because they have cough drops that are sweetened with stevia. But other than that, I was really having trouble finding some keto-friendly medications. So when I start over, I'm going to have like the most wicked sweet tooth. It takes about a week or so for me to break that. So having little recipes like this in your arsenal are really good for you to help you stay successful on your keto journey. So I have really dark cocoa powder. Will that work? Absolutely. You might want to just try using a little bit less, or maybe you might have to add a little bit more keto sweetener just in case it's better, but that would be totally fine. Yes, I did try the peanut butter mug cake. I thought it was amazing. And for those of you that watched the replay, I did forget to add the almond milk to it because I was just a little bit brain foggy and not feeling that well. But it still tasted delicious. So if you're looking for a great mug cake, I would definitely try that peanut butter cake that I did on my page the other day. So going to go ahead and just add in my chips now, and we will be all set. So you guys can see this was really easy. You guys could do this, right? So once this is combined here, I'm going to put it in the freezer and let it set up a little bit. And then I'm going to make, and then I'll be able to do a taste test later on with you all and let you know how it turned out. So let me just get these chips in here. And I personally think for me, I'll have to let you guys know once I taste it, but I think using a quarter of a cup, I'm sorry, I did a half a cup, you guys. A half a cup of almonds is perfect for this because I'm seeing some nuts in here, but not that many. And I think that's perfect for me because I don't really want it to have a super nutty taste. Just a little bit of nuts would be perfect for me. So this looks really good. I'm excited to try it. Let me show you guys. Let me just give it one or two more stirs here, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. So can you guys see the little bit of the almonds in there? We've got the chips and it's chocolatey. It looks moist and delicious. So the portion size for this is, it's supposed to give us 18 servings, so 18 balls. I'm not sure, so let's go ahead and try it right now. We'll start making the balls and let's see how many, we get. So I usually try and keep it to like a tablespoon when I scoop these out. So let's go ahead and see how many we get here. So I've just got a sheet pan with some parchment on it, so hopefully it won't stick too badly. So, oh, Tina, I mean, I guess I'm doing a little bit better, but I still feel really sick. It's been a struggle, which is so unusual for me because, like, I never get sick now that I'm keto. Can you guys relate? Do you have a better immune system now that you're keto? I know I have. I get sick far less than I used to back when I lived a normal carb life, high carbs. But like I said, I got sick on the airplane and it really did a number on me. So I'm doing my best to bounce back. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with scooping like a tablespoon. If you guys had a cookie scooper, this would be so much better. So we're just gonna wing it and do the best we can here. So let's just see how much we get. Yes, I think I do have the flu. I didn't go to the doctor for personal reasons, but I'm pretty sure that I do because It's been so long, and normally I would have bounced back by now, and I've had the aches, the chills, the fever, the whole 9 yards, so yeah. Oh no, Lisa said she's been sick for a week and can't seem to shake it. I hope you feel better, sweet sister. Take care of yourself. Try and have lots of water. I've been doing lots of water, lots of electrolytes, you guys. I had some elderberry syrup, so I was doing that too. I'm diffusing some essential oils. So if you have a favorite and you want to share it with me, I'm into that. I would love to hear about it. Hi, Grace. Welcome. Who else has been sick? Divya, Jasmine said she's been sick too. Oh, girl, it's been rough. So many of you have been reaching out to me saying that you've got like the worst sickness, so it must be something that's going around. But at least I'll be able to eat a brownie brownie in a little bit. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm under much better control now that I'm keto. But before I went keto, I was a binge eater, so I was really struggled with my carb and my sugar cravings. I was really addicted to food. I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. So when I get sick, I like to comfort eat. That's like my first instinct is I want to eat all of the really yummy and delicious foods. So by having this, something like this on hand, it's really going to help me not completely destroy my keto while I'm sick. So Dayquil, I know I've been taking Mucinex. So, and I know it's not keto, but after a while, I was like, I just wanted to feel better. So you got to do what you got to do. So sometimes real life happens, you guys, and you have to come off your keto for a little bit. But I know once I'm well, I'll be able to get right back on and things will be back to normal. So I've got a few really great recipes saved. So we'll be able to do some nice keto dinners once I'm feeling a little bit better. So I'm definitely getting less than 18 total servings for this. So probably later tonight, I'll see if I can plug in here and reconfigure the macros for you. Because if you're going to use a tablespoon for this, it's definitely less. So I'm just going to, my hands are clean, by the way, you guys. I'm just going to add this little bit here to some of these smaller ones. So that way we have complete circles. So let's see here, I got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11 total servings out of this, and I think they're pretty small fat bombs. I think this is like a really fair serving. So I don't know how she got 18 out of this, but so I'll let you guys know what the updated macros are for, let's say, 10 fat bombs, okay? So I'm really excited to try it with you all. So if you want to swing back to my page, I'm just going to throw these in the freezer here. Let me just see what it says to do. So it says to freeze for 10 to 20 minutes until they're firm, and then you can store them in a sealed baggie or a container in your refrigerator. So you don't need to leave them in the freezer. Like some fat bombs, you have to leave them in the freezer and then take them out and let them thaw before you can have them. So these will be stored in the fridge. So once they're firmed up, I will circle back around. I'll do a live taste test on my page so you can swing back and check it and let me know and see how it turned out. I'll let you guys know how it worked out. So if you had a lot of fun, go ahead and give this video a quick share. Don't forget to friend me and follow me. And if you'd like to be a part of my secret recipe group, go ahead and comment group below and I'll make sure I get you guys an invite. So thanks for keeping me company tonight. I appreciate it. I'll be back to chat with you guys again soon. Take care.